Tonight on the Social League.
Being yourself. I mean, if you can sit in front of a camera and speak to a camera, I think that says a lot about it.
Like each month I would gain like 1,000 followers.
Have you realized that like sometimes when people make a video, they just start apologizing. Oh yeah, no guys, I'm so sorry for looking so crusty.
But looking appealing, because I mean we're all human. We can't look beautiful every day.
But it's not a movie. Like this is real life.
You know, me and my j.loss squad, we come for you.
Good day, viewers. Welcome to yet another fun-filled and exciting episode of your favorite show, that is, of course, The Social League. I'm Hancho Kapofi, and I am the host for The Social League. Now, today we have such an amazing topic in studio where we're going to be discussing social media pressures. But before we get into that, let's take a quick look at the marketplace. As mentioned earlier, we will be speaking about social media pressures today, and I am joined in studio by your favorite influencers and content creators. Now, she of course has a YouTube channel, and she is booming on TikTok, and I think I won't do them as much of a justice as they would do for themselves. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. How are you doing? Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Could you please introduce yourselves for our viewers?
I guess. Hi everybody, my name is Desiree Garces, and I am what you can call an influencer, and I am also a YouTuber.
Well, hi guys, I'm j.loss, also known as j.loss. I'm a content creator. Mostly I give dancing videos, and last year I started with TikTok, so yeah, that's what I do.
All right. So let me find out from you, when did your social media journey first kick off?
I think you can go first.
So mine mainly kicked off like I think last year in March or June, I'm not too sure. But somewhere there, when my followers literally just started growing, because I started posting like reels of myself dancing, mostly to One Blood. And I guess the heroes loved it. So from there, my followers just started growing. Like each month I would gain like 1,000 followers. So yeah.
Well, when we speak about kicking off, I think I can say in the past few months, I have definitely been growing a lot more rapidly on my YouTube channel and as well as on my Instagram, because I've always been like a social media person, but I think consistency was the issue. You know, like posting often, you know, always making sure that there's content for the people was the issue. But lately I've realized the advantages that consistency can have, and I'm seeing it because now the numbers are growing. You know, I've passed like the goal basically that I set for myself for my subscribers, you know. So now we are going on to 1,000 subscribers, okay? You know, so, and social media is Instagram as well, you know, we're growing there. So yeah, I can say over the past few months, let's say 2022 I've been growing more.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have been speaking a lot about rapid growth, how the social media journey has been, how you've gotten where you are now. So in getting there, what did you enjoy most about the journey, or what do you enjoy most about social media?
Okay. I just like talking a lot. I enjoy talking a lot, you know. I mean, if you can sit in front of a camera and speak to a camera, I think that says a lot about liking to talk. So I like talking a lot, you know. I've always loved taking pictures. I think I've always been quite photogenic, if I do say so myself. You know, so like I've always liked that thing, and I also really enjoy the aspect of like, you know, being in Namibia and being able to see what my friends in the US or in Cape Town or in, you know, what else is happening all around the world. I've always liked that about social media. So I think, yeah, in a nutshell, you can say, you know, from a personal perspective, baie prat, and also just being a oorag person, like not wanting to know what's happening out there in the world is what brought me closer to social media.
So I think for me, it's definitely just like on TikTok specifically, because before I went to TikTok, I had a lot of followers on Instagram. So for me on TikTok, I think what I enjoyed the most is that you don't know what's going to happen next. Like you will put so much effort in a video and you just get like 10 views. And then sometimes you just make a random video where you look crusty and you get like how many 10K views, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I love most about TikTok and what I enjoyed, because I opened the app and I'm like, 99 what followers, 90 what? So it's like really exciting. For Instagram, I would say just seeing what people like, because you post different things and you see, okay, so this gets more views. Because for me, what gets the most views is like the dancing videos and stuff, compared to the looking nice videos or pretty pictures. So yeah, I like that aspect about social media.
All right. So I want to find out from you guys. You guys are social media influencers. You're content creators. You're always trying to make sure, or you're always trying to give insight on what you're doing, insight on your life. So what pressures do you mainly face from the socials?
I think for me, it's definitely trying to keep up with the trends, just trying to keep up with things, and also looking appealing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we're all human. We can't look beautiful every day, especially for me. Like it takes so much. So I think that for me, and also just because last year my followers were growing so fast, and this year it's a bit slower. And I think just accepting that it's going to take time sometimes, it's frustrating. So always thinking of how can I get more followers? What can I do for them to be like, oh my gosh, who's this?
Yeah.
We want to see more. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the pressures for me would just be like that feeling of knowing that like there are people who are expecting you to post something all the time, you know, and like she said, you know, like not looking crusty all the time. Have you realized that like sometimes when people make a video, they just start apologizing. Oh yeah, no guys, I'm so sorry for looking so crusty. But it's not a movie. Like this is real life. You know, I'm not looking like my pictures all the time. You know, so there's that pressure, and also just like the when you're in social media and like, you know, you are a transparent person and, you know, you share because, you know, essentially you want to be relatable. Sometimes people feel very entitled to you and the things that you post. Like they feel like, yeah, you know what, they can tell you whatever they want, you know, they can say whatever they want to you because you've granted them that bit of access to you, you know. So like people can be quite entitled on social media. So for me, those little things are the things that like sometimes it makes me feel like, do I really want to do this thing, you know? So yeah.
There's also one thing I wanted to say. It's like people are so entitled, honestly. Like as soon as you put something out there, they feel like, oh, I know her, so I can just say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And also, people expect influencers to be perfect. We are human, we react to things.
Exactly.
Like I won't always be smiley, happy. I also have my off days. So one thing I hate and what I feel is like pressure on influencers is being perfect and always being nice. I am a human being. I'm not a doll. When you see me in town, you can't just touch me. You can't just like I'm a human being, and I was me before I became an influencer. So I'm also I have a personality, even though I show you what I show you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And don't say I'm fake or I'm rude or I'm an angry person in real life, because there are two sides to everything. Yeah.
All right. Love to hear that from you. Okay, you guys also mentioned something very important. Pressures that you guys get from your followers who they think they're entitled just because you're like, you know, I follow her, so I can say what I want to say. So how do you usually respond when there are those type of, like those, you know, those angry people? I'm going to call them angry people. I'm so sorry. You know, those people that are like, you know what? Yeah, try that wig doesn't look so nice on you. Why didn't you do this? Or because because there's just something that looks wrong on you. They want to point it out in the comment section. Like maybe you're gaining weight or something. How do you usually respond to those type of comments?
Well, for me, I think that recently I made a video on YouTube and I spoke about like constructive criticism. And I feel like some people forget that like there's a fine line between constructive criticism and just being rude.
Yeah.
You know? So like I think that, not even I think, like if I feel like you're being rude, I'm not even gonna respond. Like I'm not gonna give my energy to you because you are just there behind your phone, you get me? Like, even if you saw me in person, I highly doubt that you would come at me with all that energy. So, you know, I just don't feed into those people that I feel like they're just being rude. But then you also get people who are genuinely rooting for you and they really want you to do good. So maybe they're telling you that, no, Chome, maybe you must pluck the wig, or you must, you know, like, oh, don't angle. Like, you also recently told me about something that I could improve on my YouTube channel, you know? So I just think it's the how, you know, if you come at me in a somewhat polite way, but I can tell that, you know, you're trying to help me, then, you know, I'll receive everything that you're saying and obviously try to improve on it. But once you come at me with funny vibes, you know, I can tell that you're trying to be rude or you're being messy, I just don't engage.
Yeah.
I realized that, like, if I give energy to this person, there's no point. Like, there's no point. I'm not getting anything from it. So I just stay one side and, you know, yeah, I don't engage.
Yeah.
As for me and my j.loss squad, we come for you. We will come with all our weapons and we will make you apologize. Usually when people like say things about my body or they try to bring me down and it's like in the comments or whatever, like you'll go check replies there from my followers or people will add them or whatever. So there's always a response from my side. I don't really react to everything, but like a lot of the times, I feel like some people were never told to just shut up. So I will do it. I will shut you up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's for me. I feel like there's a time to be quiet, but some people need to learn. And if you don't learn from me, it's fine. Someone will teach you.
Yeah. Right. It's an amazing discussion that we are having here in studio. And I think this one is definitely one you don't want to miss out on, because the j.loss squad will come for you. After the break, we'll of course be discussing how they cope with these pressures and just talking about a little bit more about social media. We'll be back right after these. Well, if you are just joining us, you're of course joined by Desiree Garces and j.loss, where we are discussing social media pressures and how to cope with them, and also just social media in general. So before I let you guys go, I want to find out, how do you guys deal with this? Or you've mentioned how you deal with the comments, but like pressures such as keeping up with trends, you know, keeping up with the local happenings, because sometimes you're not in a good headspace to post. Do you then just forget the mental health and post, or how do you actually do it?
Well, you know how people say that, like, if you love what you do, it don't feel like a job. Because like for me, social media is kind of like my part-time job outside what I do from like 8 to 5.
Yeah.
So for me, you said, how do we keep up with it? I just think about why I started it in the first place. Like, why I started in the first place is what keeps me going. Like, for example, guys, YouTube is a lot of work. Like, sitting down, deciding to, people just think, oh, you just put the camera and you sit and you speak and then you upload a video. But there's more that goes into that. You know, there's the editing.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that goes into it. So I just think about, like, why did you decide to do this in the first place? And then once I'm able to get myself back to that point, I'm like, okay, cool, then, you know, let me just do it. And it's something that I like doing, you know. Whereas with Instagram, I like taking pictures, guys. I really like taking pictures, you know. And keeping up with what's going on currently isn't very difficult on social media, because all you have to do is be on social media and you will see, you know, what's trending. And like TikTok as well. TikTok is a very good platform to see, you know, what's trending or like what's going on right now. So I think just being active on social media, it will come easily. Like, you'll see what's trending, and then I think you can, from there you can tell, okay, this is what people like, and maybe this is the type of content I should be engaging in. Yeah.
Okay, so I think for me, when I'm not fine or I'm down bad, I would usually post older content, or if I'm very busy, I post like throwback videos. But with TikTok, it's more like you can be anything. and you can go viral with anything. So if I'm not fine or if I'm not looking good, I'll still make TikToks and all that, because I realize that people like people that are relatable. We like pretty stuff, we like people that look beautiful all the time, but we also really enjoy people that are relatable. So when it comes to TikTok, that's what I do. Instagram, we just repost our old videos, we just do question stickers. Like, advice I can give to people that want to do social media, just be consistent and just have a way of doing things, because you won't have energy to go take pictures every day. You won't have, and especially with me being an Android user, honestly, I like iPhone quality stuff. So I won't take pictures with my Android and whatnot. I can snap with my Android, but I won't take pictures for my feed with my Android. And I do feel like each influencer has a standard that they have set, and you should stick to that and go higher and not below, because then you're being inconsistent, and no one likes inconsistency. People should be excited to see your post. They should be like, yo, when is Jamie posting again? I just want to see a nice dumb video of her dancing, whatever.
I actually have a question. You know, like
Yeah.
for Instagram, for example, you know, like we are stressing the consistency part, but like where do you draw the line between being consistent and just overposting? Because sometimes I really feel like I sometimes even take pictures beforehand, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna post these pictures after I've posted the pictures that I just posted, you know. Maar soms denk ik, as a tip, like, shouldn't I arrest the bird, you know, give people space to breathe and then post again, you know?
But I think it's like, it depends on what type of Instagram page you have. For me,
guess.
I think when it comes to reels, I will post my reels one after another. But when it comes to pictures, I barely post like one post now and then another post. It has to have like a few days in between before I post again. So it depends on how you do your stuff.
Yeah. Because I think it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you are being consistent, but at the same time you are just overwhelming us.
We will mute you, to be honest.
All right. Wow. Such an amazing studio discussion. But, you know, all great things do unfortunately always come to a little bit of an end. But you did already touch a little bit on the advice for people that would love to follow into the same footsteps. So maybe if you could touch on that a little bit more, and also just final comments for our viewers.
Okay.
Okay.
You can start.
For me, I think advice I would give is be yourself, you know. I think people can tell when you are not being yourself or when you're not being authentic, you know. So be yourself, be real, be transparent, and most of all, be relatable. Because if you're not relatable, who are you posting this content for, you know, at the end of the day? And if you enjoy it, you'll have fun while doing it. So I think the best time for you to start is yesterday. You know, if you want to start now. There's no need for you to wait, because I think it's fun. I don't know about you, Jamie, but I enjoy the parts that I engage in on social media. So it's fine if you want to start now already. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and be consistent.
Yes. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to start off with be consistent. Just do you. You don't have to have content that looks like other influencers' content. I mean, mine is not even top notch, but I get the views. Like she said, people can sense when you enjoy what you do and when you are being real. So just be yourself. Don't try to be a copy of something else. And also for our influencers that we already have out there, I think just remind yourself to remain humble all the time. Just because you have a lot of followers does not mean you're better than the rest. And without those followers, you wouldn't be what you are today. So treat people right. And don't look down on anyone. It's just a number. Followers is just a number. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules, because I know you guys are very busy, but you did make time to be here today. Right. That was, of course, today's discussion, social media precious. And if there's one thing I picked up from here is that you are your best self when you are on social media, and you are in control of what people are able to see. Don't switch up just because it's social media. And, you know, 100K followers doesn't mean that you are the ish. It just, you need to remain humble, because those people are the people that turned you into the person that you are today. Until next week is, of course, goodbye.